You are now listening to Giami's Journey Radio.
This is Days, and you're listening to Giami Journey Radio.
This is Cleveland, and you're listening to Giami Journey Radio.
Peace, this is Brother Hatim, and you have joined us on Giami Journey Radio. Be sure to check out our site and subscribe at tribe.giamijourney.com.
Support the journey. We need your feedback as well as your input. If you have an MP3 that you would like to send in to be broadcast over one of the shows, feel free to send it to Hatim, HA2TIM at giamijourney.com.
Great day. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live and direct. And for those that's listening to the podcast, thank you for tuning in, because I know that there are other things that you could be doing, but you have chosen to turn me on. So let me bring the energy. I need to be honest with you this morning. Listen, the title of this is Feeling Abandoned. Where on some days you may feel as if the world has left you alone. You may even feel that your God has forgotten you and moved on, if that's what you believe in. But we all run into this point where we feel alone, where we feel abandoned. And one of the things that I discussed last week, that kind of that's still sticking with me, is that one of the reasons that we start feeling abandoned because we stop connecting our efforts, right? Or my fault, we stop connecting our brilliance to our efforts. And I know that you heard me say this on my Freestyle Friday, and I kind of spoke on this last week, but I think it's important enough for us to roll with it this week, because we on Thursdays, and it's something about Thursdays. Thursday is the stepchild of the week. Everybody wants to run through Thursday, you know what I'm saying? Because Friday is the final day of the week, and we get to kick it, but Thursday is that day before. Thursday is like that brother that nobody wants to deal with, that uncle that comes to the family dinners and stuff that nobody really want to discuss with, but I want to send some shots out to Thursday, because this is why. So back to this feeling of abandonment, feeling as if you have been abandoned, and in some cases feeling that your higher power has abandoned you. But that is only because you have refused to connect your brilliance to your efforts. The more you do something, the better you become at it. The more you practice something, the better you become at it. So it's the same thing in all aspects of life. And the thing that I'm struggling with, and that I'm noticing more and more, is that people are getting caught up in magic think, where everything is supposed to happen right away. I don't know if you heard the snapping my finger. Everything is supposed to happen right away. You know what I'm saying? I'm just supposed to be naturally good. I mean, I'm really on a campaign of getting rid of this talent thinking, because this talent thinking is magic think. You know what I'm saying? Where you just born and it's just natural to you. No. You practiced. And you were good to a certain point, but now you need to push it to another level. On this Thursday, I want you to push it to another level. I want you to stop focusing on the fact that you may feel how you feel. You may feel abandoned, but it's not that you have been abandoned. It's that you have misplaced your view. You have misplaced your thinking. You are thinking that you may be naturally good at something and it shouldn't be hard for you. No. That's magic thinking. You are good at something because you have practice. And now you are being challenged, right? And when you become challenged and it don't naturally come to you, you start feeling helpless. You start feeling powerless. Some of us just totally withdraw from that thing because now it is challenging. And what I want you to do this Thursday is to get back on that horse and ride it. I want you to get on it and I want you to push through it. An example of this is that my son, he gets good grades at math. But when I challenge him with math, when I give him assignments with math that are a little bit harder than he's used to, he all of a sudden start believing that he's no longer good at math. When the fact of the matter is that you are not good at all math. You are good at basic math because we've been working with basic math for years. So now, since it's easy, you have started thinking that it's natural. You know what I'm saying? So now I present you with something harder and you want to quit. I'm like, no, you can't quit. Same thing with the martial arts in him. He was born. I want you to understand this. When my son was born, he was born in Ghana. And I'm told that they massaged the babies. Well, at least his grandmother massaged him and she stretched his body out. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a belief that the baby is so cramped up in the womb that when he comes out or she comes out, you need to stretch them out. Now, so Cleve.
This is Cleveland, and you're listening to Giame Journey Radio.
Cleve was stretched out. This means that she stretched his body and massaged his body to a point of almost total flexibility. Cleveland has been able to drop down and do splits that I wish that I can do. Since I've been wanting to do a split since I was 12 years old. I still have not accomplished it, and my son almost comes out the womb and is able to do splits. But it's not natural. It's the fact that somebody took the time to stretch him and prepare his body for that, so he could just drop down into a split. So he naturally thinks that he has this natural ability, but the fact of the matter is that he was prepared. There was effort applied, and he's not connecting that effort to the talent that he has now. He thinks that he was just born naturally flexible. And since he was born naturally flexible, everything that he has to do that requires flexibility should come easy to him, like his kicks. But just because you are able to do a split doesn't mean that you are going to be naturally able to be real good at your kicks. And what I'm trying to tell him is, look, you struggled as a baby. You cried, you screamed in order to be stretched out. While you was being stretched out, there was an effort applied to you being able to do what you're doing now. And in order to be able to become better at it, you have to continue to work at it and do purposeful practice. And a lot of us are like that. We feel that we're just naturally good at something. And we start robbing ourselves of the fact, of the thought that possibly we are good at it because in some form or fashion we have worked at it. Now on this Thursday, I want you, just like last Thursday, I want you to start looking at the efforts you have applied to your life. The efforts that you have applied to your life. You know what I'm saying? And start increasing the effort, start increasing the practice on the things that you are good at. And I want you to challenge yourself. I want you to push yourself to a point to where you are uncomfortable. And when this abandoned feeling start hitting you, I want you to understand that that is an illusion. And I'm done. After this, I'm done. In the ancient mystery systems, one of the steps you had to take in order to become a master was to be able to distinguish the real from the unreal. This is what we're talking about right here and right now. You learning to distinguish the real from the unreal in your life. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of the illusions, because the illusions are holding you and they're keeping you stuck. And here on Thunderous Thursdays and here on Giami Journey Radio, you are now listening to Giami Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. We strive to blow up those old paradigms, and those old paradigms that we have of this naturally gifted, naturally talented aspect is an illusion. It's an old paradigm that needs to be blown up. And that's what we do here. So now this is Thursdays. This is a Thunderous Thursday, and I want you to go into it. I want you to go into it, striking down those old paradigms, those old talent myths that you had. Challenge yourself at something that you used to love to do, and just push yourself just a little bit harder. Take yourself to the next level, and as you practice it, like I'm noticing with my son, as he's practicing, his multiplication is becoming easier. At first he sat at the table and he would cry. I mean, like I was actually working him out, he would cry. Like I was beating him, he would cry. But now he sits down, and what used to take him 20 minutes, he's doing in 10 minutes. And we're talking about only a week's worth of practice. So now, as I move him to the next level, we're going to have to go through that challenge again. This is supposed to be easy. No, it's not. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy for him. It's not supposed to be easy for you. It's not supposed to be easy for me. Practice requires effort. And when we connect our brilliance to our efforts, we will never feel abandoned. This is Brother Tim saying peace. Thank you for joining into the for joining us on this Thursday. I hope you got something out of it. Feel free to email me at hitim@giamijourney.com. And by the way, I have opened up my own Patreon account. So some of you that enjoy what I'm doing and you want to support what I'm doing, you can go to my Patreon. I'm gonna start posting it. I still got a little bit more work to do on the page, but I'm really considering putting this page up. So this is Brother Tim saying peace. If you want to catch up with what I'm doing on the journey, you can go to journeyarchives.com. All right, where I got all my stuff archived. And with that, I'm out.
Keep up with the journey. Check out what we have done in the past. Go to journeyarchives.com.